You know that feeling when you just crave silence? Not just the absence of noise, but a break from the constant stream of information, pings, and demands of the world. Well, today we're going to dive deep into that feeling, what it really is, why it's so incredibly important, and yeah, why you absolutely need to stop feeling bad about it. Let's get into it. So let me just ask you this straight up. It's been a long week, right? Your friends are all texting, making plans, but every single bone in your body is just screaming to stay home. So you cancel. And then what happens? That little wave of guilt starts to creep in. Sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, you are in exactly the right place. That feeling, it actually has a name. We're going to call it the social hangover. It's that totally distinct feeling of being completely peopled out. And trust me, it is way more common than you think. Just picture it. You're at the end of a long party, or you've been in back-to-back meetings all day, and it's like a switch just flips in your brain. Suddenly, the idea of having one more small talk conversation feels like climbing a mountain. Your social battery isn't just low, it's completely dead. And I bet these symptoms look pretty familiar. You get kind of irritable, right? Little things just set you off. Or maybe your brain just feels fuzzy, like you're thinking through mud. You might physically turn away from conversations, and you just feel this deep, down-to-your-bones tiredness. Now listen, these are not character flaws. They're just signals that your mind is running on empty and needs a totally different kind of fuel. So where does that feeling point us? Well, it brings us right to the heart of this whole idea. This need to retreat isn't some kind of antisocial tendency. It's not a flaw. It's actually a quiet but absolutely vital necessity for a healthy mind. And here is the big shift in perspective. When you're craving that alone time, you're not really trying to escape from people. Your brain is actually sending you a super clear signal that it needs to engage with something else, namely itself. And this is our key concept for today, inner stimulation. So what is it? It's your mind's ability to just play in its own backyard, to engage with your own thoughts, get lost in a daydream, chew on a problem, or connect with a memory, all without the constant noise and chatter from the outside world. To really get a handle on this, let's just quickly break down the two different worlds of stimulation our brains have to deal with every single day. You've got the world outside, and then you've got the world within. And this lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have all that external stimulation, the phone notifications, the 24/7 news cycle, the endless social media scroll. It's all reactive. Your brain is constantly just responding to things being thrown at it. But on the other side, that's where the good stuff is. That's inner stimulation, that quiet space for deep thought, for figuring out how you really feel, for having that incredible aha moment. That's not reactive, it's generative. Your mind is actually creating something new. But here's the problem, right? In the world we live in, the scales are tipped. I mean, they're not just tipped, they're broken. We're bombarded by a culture that demands our constant attention, so external stimulation is always winning. It leaves almost no room for that essential inner work. Our minds are basically overfed with input and completely starved of processing time. So what in the world are we supposed to do about it? Well, it all starts with redefining what we even mean by downtime. It's not just about zoning out. It's about actively and intentionally cultivating that inner world of yours. I really want you to let this sink in. True restorative solitude isn't an empty space you have to fill. It's a space that's buzzing with activity. It's where you finally get a chance to connect the dots, to find some clarity, and to actually hear your own voice over all the noise for once. So, how do you actually do this? It's simpler than you think. First, just wander. Schedule some time with literally no agenda. Go for a walk without a podcast. Stare out a window. Just let your mind drift. Second, go deep. Instead of scrolling past 100 different things, pick one thing and really engage with it. A challenging book, an album you listen to from start to finish. And third, and this one is the hardest for most of us, allow yourself to be bored. Fight that twitch to grab your phone every spare second. Boredom isn't a problem to be solved. It's the fertile ground where your imagination finally gets a chance to grow. And all of this, it leads us to our final and maybe the most important point of all. It is time to stop apologizing for having this fundamental human need. So let's just put it all together. That urge you feel to be alone, it is not a bug in your system. It is a feature. It's a vital, absolutely necessary activity that you need for deep thought, for creativity, and for just figuring out your own emotions. So the next time you feel that pull for some quiet, try to reframe it. You're not rejecting the world, you're embracing yourself. It's a sign that you have a complex, vibrant, interesting inner life that just needs a little time and space to flourish. So I'll leave you with this question to carry with you. If you really, truly gave yourself permission to honor that need for solitude without any guilt or apology, what new idea might bubble up to the surface? What problem could you finally solve? What part of yourself might you discover in your quiet?